How's it going, guys? Set here, and if you hadn't already guessed by the title, the speed run to ace rank. I finally did it fairly recently, probably about a week or so ago, and I haven't touched my stats since because I wanted to do this video for you guys to show you. So obviously last season we had the world record speed run for the amount of games to reach ace, and that was provable, 57. So I did that in 57 games. But how did we do it this season in what was, quite frankly, the hardest matchmaking at the higher levels, where most of the games, once you got to expert rank, were incredibly close and difficult. So let's see exactly how long it took us to do the speed run of ace rank this time around. Just doing it this way so you guys can see it for clarity and legitimacy. 67 times. So we had 67 games to get to ace rank this season around for my personal speedrun. So I don't know if this is the quickest. I am willing to bet it's one of the quickest, probably top 5 quickest, provable. But is it the quickest this season? I wouldn't know, but it is very, very quick nonetheless. So 67 battles fought, overall 54 wins. So 67 games to get to ace rank in this season. Now, obviously, you have to take into account who I am and how my name shows up in the lobby. So unfortunately, I get targeted a lot. Nearly every single lobby, there's at least one team or a set of players who are specifically out to get me. Despite that, we still hit the world record for the speedrun of games to reach ace rank last season, and despite that, we got to 67 games only before reaching ace. So pretty fun stuff there. You guys know my playstyle is somewhere between passive and aggressive. So 7.4k max damage, is around about where I would expect it to be, and I'm averaging roughly around about 4k, which is pretty handy. So that shows you I'm doing my fair share of hammerings each game as well. But yeah, there you have it. There's a speedrun, my personal speedrun record of season 6. Not quite as quick as last season at 57. Took an extra 10 games to get here this time. But obviously, with the matchmaking differences, and of course, me being a YouTuber, I get focused a lot because people recognize me. It's gonna have to, suffer a little bit. But for what it was very, very fun. The rest of this video gonna have, just 1 or 2 games from the run into, this 67 game to ace rank, whatever. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy this video and you have enjoyed the games that I've put out on the channel this season. Yeah, it's been, it's been very interesting. The higher ranked games, in my experience, have been harder than ever. And I'm sure the same for many of you. I know many of you are struggling to get to expert. Not get to expert, get to ace rank through expert. That does seem to be where a lot of people are getting caught up. But all I can say is, just play with people you rely upon. Play with people you trust. Play with people who aren't going to do anything weird or stupid, and honestly just try to get to that end zone. More than anything, just trying to reach top 3 is probably going to be your best bet to ranking up. But yeah, anyways, with that all said, I've spoken too much. I'll see you guys in the next match, so let's get into it. Alright, here was one game toward the end of my climb to ace. So this is when I was pretty close to ace rank. I think what you find is when you reach expert, you get put with mostly ace ranks in a way. It's kind of, I feel as if, it's the game's way of saying, okay, you're expert, but to prove your ace rank, you're going to need to beat some ace ranks. So if you are expert and you are finding ace ranks in your lobby, I wouldn't say, to be alarmed by that. I mean, be on caution, because you're going to have a tough game, most likely. But what it just means is, the game's basically saying to you, if you can't get past these challenges, then we're just not going to let you get into ace rank in general. Whether you believe that's right or wrong, or whether anyone believes that's right or wrong, is besides the point. That's just how they do it, so it's kind of just what you have to expect. I would love to know how that beta hit. Check this out. Look at this beta. I'm gonna have to try and catch this. Watch this. Okay, look at the direction of that. It's really low. It's still really low. And then suddenly it's on my forehead. I'm thinking, what the hell? I was like, where? What? How did that hit me? It's like that thing was Mirio's beta. It went to the bottom of the building, then it came up through the top of it. I was absolutely bamboozled when that hit me. I did not even know what was... Even looking back at the replay, I still can't figure out exactly how that managed to go from the bottom of the building up to the top of the building. And if you notice, I wasn't necessarily standing directly on the edge either. I was a few steps away. So it's even more puzzling. That was a really nice gamma escape, not just because I escaped the Toga, but because I actually caught her on the turn as well. Got 1,000 damage and no one's down yet. That's how you know, like, these guys, they know how to survive. But naturally, survival doesn't last forever. Have you guys noticed when you face Ibaras? The Ibaras, they come in two types. The first type of Ibara was born yesterday. They were born yesterday, and unfortunately, they were given toes for fingers. They don't know how to do much of anything. And you wonder, who tricked you into playing Ibara? Or, why are you doing this to yourself? Long story short, they're not a problem at all, and you think to yourself, this is probably the last time you'll ever play Ibara after this experience that I've just given you. And then you have the second type of Ibara, who are absolute demons, who were born with controllers in their hands. They're probably wearing Ibara cosplay while they're playing you. They hit all of their alphas. They're weirdly evasive, and they just survive. They're rezzing everyone. And you're thinking, is Ibara S tier? You know, there's just only two type of Ibaras. At least that's the way I always come across it. They either have no idea what they're doing, or they wrote the playbook on Ibara supremacy. You know, they are living out the manifesto. That first world problems. Too much stuff on the floor to put in the inventory. Let me ask you a quick question. When you see someone who is very, very skilled with a character, what character impresses you the most? So what character, you know, being performed very well impresses you the most? And why is it Strike Deku? I'm kidding. Don't put the knives down. Don't worry. I know. I'm kidding. I know some of you guys, you think he's, you know, whatever. I'm just messing around. But yeah, what's your actual answer? Hey buddy, what you drinking? Fucking dressing like a grape. he's dressing like a grape. Had to get knocked out just for that outfit selection, man. I mean, you had a lot of colors to choose from for that shigaraki. And you dressed like someone took a purple grape and a green grape and put them together. Shit, I was about to say, I knew someone was going to follow after that. Another question. What move hitting you makes you automatically mad? For me, it's that move. That strike derby grab. When they flick me up like they're Ronaldinho and then they suddenly turn into Zangief midair, I'm thinking, you've really touched a nerve here right now. That and the either anything. Either alpha combo, either beta, or either alpha beta combo. As soon as that starts hitting me, I start having, you know, visions of red. You do not want to be hit by those things. Those are my two probably top choices. Ida's moveset and Strike Derby beta. Because I'm always like, ooh, you didn't deserve that. You know, you shouldn't have hit that. You know, it's like, I know you didn't work hard whatsoever to land those damn hits. So those are why those ones bug me. Because I know they didn't work for it. As soon as I saw that group, I turned around, I'm like, yeah? Nearly paid for it. It's like, you know what? I'll see you later. Still in your primal, mate. No problem. I'll wait a few years. No problem. I saw somebody recently say as well that they were judging console players by what they saw on videos. What I would say about that is you can never judge how good a person is by watching them play, because everybody has different play styles. Just because someone's camera movement isn't as quick as what yours is, it doesn't mean you would beat them. Just because someone doesn't do the combos that you or someone else would do, it doesn't mean that that person would lose to the people that you consider good. So I think it's a bit of a slippery slope when you try to judge people's skill level by watching how they play, because it is deceiving. There are people who look really, 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 really good, but then they don't actually perform the same way when they face smarter players or more well-versed players. And there are people that can do like the flashiest stuff, but they won't be able to do that in actual games. You know, there's only so much you can take from watching something. Like, a lot of people don't think I'm good, but then I can hit ace rank in 67 games, or last season 57 games. There are people that don't think I play flashy, and they're right, I don't play flashy, I just play smart. And when I face flashy players who watch me and think that they would, you know, smash me, and then I win, it's like, well, if that didn't happen, you probably still would have thought you'd beat me 10 out of 10 times. And I barely play this game. I beat players in matches who have 1,000 games per season. I don't even surpass 100 games per season anymore. I beat players who play the game literally 10 times more than me. And I do not think I'm the best, one of the best. I don't think anything like that. But it just goes to show you, just because of you watch someone's gameplay, that you think you know what their skill level is, or that you would win, or that you think you would know how it would go. You don't. Because think of it like pro football, or soccer to you Americans. Any sport, really. You ever watch a professional sport and you go, that doesn't look too hard. I could probably do what that guy does. He gets paid $200,000 a week to do that. I could do that. But you couldn't do that. It looks simple, it looks easy, it looks uncomplicated, because the people who are doing it are making it look simple, easy, uncomplicated. But if they put you in that position, you would make an absolute pig's ear of it, and it would look tragic. And then you would understand, this is why they make it look easy, and why I thought it looked easy, because they do it at a higher level. And it makes it look simple. That's why I said you can't really go around judging, to that person who said that, you can't really go around judging people's skill level. I don't even think they said it about me, by the way. They just said it in general. But it's not really a way to judge what people are capable of, or what they've done, or what they could do. So shout out to us console players holding the scene down. Because I think PlayStation is definitely the most popular platform, which is why a lot of people are, you know, trying to immigrate. Trying to run across the borders with their pants around their ankles. Please let us play with you. Don't worry, we'll let you in. This was a good match. Again, it showed, you know, good positioning, good decision making, you know, all of that stuff that is required to win high level circles, because, you know, tech, aiming, all of that stuff can only carry you so far. That Transformer Ben 10 looking outfit on the right. But yeah, GG's. We'll do another one. Alright, second match of the video. So again, another close expert ace rank level game. On the road to when we was hitting ace. Yes! But yeah, the reason why I don't like to put myself in the conversation like with the best players and all that stuff, I just don't play this game enough. Like, you guys see my videos, I can beat the top whatever ranked players, and I have done loads and loads of times every season. Like, I have videos doing it, but I just don't play this game that much for it to really be something I think about, you know? Like, I'm honored that I can play less than 100 ranked games this season and barely touch the game otherwise outside of just fun videos, and I can still hang with people who play 1,000 games a season, people who play 1,000 plus games a season, people who run customs every freaking day. Like, I can still give those guys a good fight, or outright even like beat them. So I'm just happy that I can do the game to the very minimal scale that I do, and I can still fight these people. While also being a targeted YouTuber, because people love to go after the guys they recognize. So that's why I will never tell you guys that I'm one of the best players or anything like that, because at the end of the day, there are people who play this game way more than I do, and I say way, I mean way more than I do, that should be the best players in the game. So they're the ones that have put all of their time into it to be able to say that stuff. That's not me. I just happen to be very good naturally for not a lot of playtime, and that's just, you know, experience through other games just being applied here. So I do appreciate when you guys call me the GOAT and you guys call me the best this and that. I do appreciate it, I really do. But yeah, you know, if we're being candid, I do not play this game enough. I'm very proud of what I've achieved for how little I play this game, though. I will say that. I'm very proud of what I've achieved for how little I play. I think if I decided to play 1,000 games a season, you know, that would probably be looking at something crazy. But I value other stuff more than that. Listen, guys, I gotta go to the gym. My nutrition's gotta be on point. I got other things to do. I got work. You know, it's not gonna happen. I'd never be able to play 1,000 games a season. It just would never happen. Even like 500 games a season, that's still crazy. I'm like, what in the hell? How do you have so much time? I play 5 games. If I play 5 games of this, by the end of those 5 games, I'm so drained. I'm like, I gotta go do something else. But it is a fun game. It is a good game. I think we have a top 50, top 100 player in here. I think somewhere between top 50 to top 100 player in this match at the time, anyway. Yeah, that overhaul was not escaping that whatsoever. That overhaul was not escaping that beta. That was like a nuclear bomb being dropped on top of his scalp while he's sitting in a barber's chair, you know? Nowhere to go. Have you guys ever been in the barber seat, whether you're getting your beard trimmed or your hair cut, and then you just think of something funny and you want to laugh or even just smile, but you can't because you know the barber's going to be thinking, what's this guy smiling for? You know, while I'm cutting his hair. Why is this guy smiling? What is he thinking about? And if you do laugh or you do smile and he notices, you kind of have to say something to try and play it off. Otherwise, you look like a total weirdo. It's like you have to justify why you look happy getting your hair cut. It's even worse if it's your beard, because if he's doing your beard, then he can see you smiling. Because then you're so finished already. Then you really need to try and come up with something. Otherwise, you are definitely gonna look strange. Like this, why is this guy smiling? Is he getting something out of this? Me cutting his beard? Why is he grinning like a fool? If you guys have ever had a situation like that, tell me in the comments. I would love to know the story of that. Only if you're comfortable with it, of course. Never give away anything more than what you feel comfortable giving away. You see that deep lunge from All Might, you know he's about to fly into the sky like he was sponsored by Elon Musk. Oh, that was a nice combo bar. He didn't get a second bar of it, which is a real shame. Had to get my little say on that. Right, flick. Here's my piece. Brutal stuff right there. And this is nerfed All for One as well. Natsu's just really good with All for One. So I think currently at this point in the match, it was, you know, I was expert rank something, Palpy Moon was expert rank something, and Natsu was ace rank. So even if we somehow managed to have dodged ace rank by being experts, because Natsu was in our group, the game would find us ace ranks anyway. So just for those of you that don't know, if you're, you know, gold or expert or even less, and you play with an ace rank in your stack for rank, do not think you're going to be put together with other golds or just other experts. No, if there's an ace rank in there, they are going to be searching the globe far and wide like it's Nick Fury recruiting the Avengers. They're going to be looking for those other ace ranks. Like, oh, you want to bring an ace rank in, do you? Okay, no problem. No problem. You stay right there. Don't fill out that lobby until we find some ace rank. You know, they are not going to let you go. They are not going to let you go. Because that turned into a two-man private room real quick. Sometimes I feel like that beta wave is going to be larger than it actually is. And then that's when I end up missing those ones like that, when I'm like, yeah, they're both going to take it. And no one ends up taking it. See, the idea here, if you saw the way I played that last, sort of like 5 to 10 seconds, the idea there was to constantly be out of everyone's purview and be able to see everyone myself. That's why, as you can see, I was just riding that circle like it pays my bills. I was just right on the edge, wanted to see everyone without everyone seeing me. So I would be the last point of contact for everybody's eyes. Because if you're right at the edge, someone's more likely to see someone next to them, then the next likely person they're going to see is the person in the middle of the zone, and then after that it's going to be the person at the edge of the zone. So you kind of, you know, you're lowering your chance of being the one who's seen by being further out. And as you can see, I was behind, like I think the Toga and the Endeavor, then I was behind the All Might, and it allowed me to get, you know, or at least take opportunities at those people before they could really put two and two together about where I was. Yeah, you never see this in the anime. Deku picking up all for one, but a revive. Arigato, Midoriya-kun. Arigato. All for one. Beautiful. That mayhem. You will perish by the alphas of Strike Deku. Speed Demon. I won with this guy in the last match. The first match you watched, that's the overhaul we're facing right now here. Good player. You knew that shit was coming. Watching that back, I was thinking to myself, why did I stand right there? Maybe because when you're in a 3v1 and you're the 3, you tend to play a little bit more relaxed because, you know, my other two guys will pick it up for me. So I guess that's why I kind of stood there and I was willing to take it. But yeah, if I was on my own, I probably wouldn't have made that decision. Anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. So yeah, again, that was my personal speedrun, 67 games to ace rank. And there were, you know, just 2 fun, frantic, and challenging games from that experience. And yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed it, learned something from it, took whatever you wanted to take from it. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you guys for all of your support throughout the season. It's been very, 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 very awesome to keep delivering content for you guys the way I have done ever since this game came out nearly a year ago now. So hats off to you guys for sticking with me. And we will be probably, we will 100% be taking a hiatus at the end of September, as I do have some, you know, work-related stuff to take care of. The hiatus, it could be 1 month, could be 2 months, could be 3 months. I'll have to let you guys know how that goes on, and when I'm in the thick of it, then, you know, things could change. I might come back earlier, I might be later. Maybe I can eventually get a video out here and there, maybe not. Either way, see you guys on the next one. We'll talk about that more closer toward the time, and I'll see you guys soon.